Hi everyone, I'm Alice and today I'm going to give you this transformative vocal exercise, which is an exercise that will help you to stretch out the tongue and alleviate tongue tension. This exercise I got from David Jones, New York City, who I admire beyond belief. He's a master teacher, and I read about this exercise on his website. Thank you to David Jones for this transformative exercise. So, a couple of things to bear in mind when you're doing this singing exercise. I want you to make sure that you only do it for short stretches of time, say 1 minute max as part of your practice. Please don't do any more than that. No long periods of doing this exercise. And that's because I can't be there to see how you're doing it, and I can't be sure that you're being 100% safe. We always want to protect this beautiful vocal mechanism. And the other thing to say about that is I want you to use your common sense and be incredibly mindful. So sometimes when we're stretching out the tongue, it can feel very intense, bordering on painful. So if it feels really intense, bordering on painful, please stop. Just switch off the video and we will work on some other things later on that will be helpful for you. But this video isn't for you right now, and that's fine. If it feels comfortable, as I said, just do it for short periods of time. So I hope you enjoy today's lesson. So this exercise uses a prop, which is a chopstick. You can also use a pen or a pencil, but a chopstick happens to be thinner than your average pen or pencil. So I recommend a chopstick if you've got one. Get a takeaway and get a chopstick. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to wrap our tongue around the chopstick like this. And then we're going to tuck the tip of the tongue behind the bottom teeth like this. And now hold the chopstick in place. For some of you that might be quite difficult, and you might already be feeling an intense ache in the tongue, throaty kind of area. If that's the case, just switch off the video now and work on just holding the chopstick in place. For those of you for whom that is very easy, we're going to now do a female voice first of all, and we're going to just sing a kind of ah. If that feels good for you and feels fine, you can go a little higher in the voice and see how it goes. And if the whole thing feels completely comfortable for you and you have no idea what I'm talking about, then please, there's no need for you to incorporate this as part of your practice, so you can skip this video. For other people, what you might be experiencing is that the tongue is shaking as it's holding it. It's really feeling like a big stretch. You might feel a little bit achy. As I said, if it's too achy, please stop. A little bit achy is fine. And you're probably finding as you go higher in the voice, it's getting harder, and the chopstick might even fall out onto the floor. We're going to do it now for male voice, and female voice you can join in the octave above if you feel comfortable doing that. So you can still join in. Let's do the male voice. Again, if that feels comfortable for you, you can go a little bit higher in the voice just to see how it goes, and see if the pencil or chopstick falls out onto the floor, is shivering and shaking. And if it is, that's probably indicative that your tongue is a little bit tense. Remember that what we're trying to avoid in singing is a flat tongue, or a tongue that pulls in when we're singing, or a tongue that bowls, or a tongue that's bunched. So this exercise really helps to combat all of those issues, and what those issues will cause in the long run is breathiness, vocal fatigue, inability to sing in tune, difficulty through the breaks in the registers, all kinds of different problems. So we want to make sure that we're working towards that healthy tongue position. And I will do at some point a detailed video on each of the vowels so that you know where the tongue should be ideally for each of those vowels. But this exercise will begin to help you to reduce tongue tension. So I hope you find it helpful. Please email any questions to freeyourtruevoice@gmail.com. Thanks so much for watching.